Lordo, the Tigers, speaking of Sam's point, they're an interesting case study, aren't they? Their coaching transition's gone pretty well. They're playing well. Their season's still alive-ish.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What my point is that normally you get a job and the team's on their knees 9 times out of 10. This is a plum job for who can get the Richmond job. Just because I'm not even mentioning Gibcus and Sonsi and kids who are younger than this. This is guys under 30. Yeah, just what these guys can do for you for the next 5 years if you get the job. So these guys are all under 30 and are in the prime of their careers. Like, I'm not talking about guys like Martin, who might still be there, or Dion Presti, who might still be there. These are all guys in their 20s who can be there and supportive of the next guy who gets the job. So, yeah, they might not be a premiership side next year, but they can challenge and be around that top 6 mark again. Are you willing to concede on Taranto now?
I've been really impressed by what he's done in the last 3 weeks. Like, his ability to take on board some of the criticism that I levelled his way and kick.
Oh, so you're now taking credit for his improvement?
I'm not taking any credit. I think his ability to push forward, he's kicked 7 goals in the last 3 weeks, has been significant. So he's getting more damaging disposals.
He was a goal kicker at GWS.
Well, no, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. He went forward quite often.
He's under half a goal a game.
Played forward at GWS.
He's under half a goal a game if you want to look up his numbers at GWS.
Yeah, but it's not as though he wasn't a known goal.
So it's not a goal kicker. A goal kicker, you need to be a goal a game player to be considered
he's been
a goal
a fair bit
kicker.
of time
But he has done that in the last 3 weeks. 4 against Port Adelaide, 1 last week, 3 on the weekend.
And to go, is he knocking on the door of your All-Australian squad?
Absolutely.
How do you handle that conversation?
Fine, Hutchie. Yeah. People think it's this big elephant in the room. He was playing poorly. He's there, turned it around.
He wasn't playing poorly.
No, he was.
He was leading Richmond's best and fairest when you said it.
Yeah,
that's not playing poorly.
Poor side with what they.
You can't say someone's playing poorly if they're leading.
You've got to take into context what I said, Sam. It was around has the trade worked. It wasn't just focused on Taranto. That was a long 7-minute conversation that has been broken down. They've given all their draft picks up and 2 7-year deals for Hopper as well. Now, you don't bring up Hopper, but he was involved in the conversation.
But Kane, do you wish you didn't say the number? Do you regret that? Throwing in the 150? Do you wish you didn't throw that and go too hard?
I just have strong opinions, Lordo, and sometimes you get opinions wrong, and it's not the first time.
Did you believe that, or did it just come out of your mouth?
At that time, absolutely, I believe that. And since then, the impact that he's having for Richmond has been significant. But I'm not going to shy away from having strong opinions, and I still think he's got another level to go. Everyone will focus on the number and 35. 7 of these were kicks off the ground. But no one says that. He had 35, he had 1 inside 50 and 6 score involvement. So of the 35 touches he had, 6 led to scores. Now, he kicked 2 goals himself, which is terrific, but
you can there is stats anyway.
No, you can't. I'm just telling you, 7 kicks off the ground, and this is reflective of his ball use this year. So I don't want to be top 5 in the I don't want to be critical of him, but there is still another level that he can go if he wants to be in the conversation with the best midfielders in the game.
Just on Marlion Pickett, who's facing some very serious charges in Perth, what's your read on whether he keeps playing, and should he be able to?
Look, it's a really difficult one. I think, as we've seen with North Melbourne and Taron Thomas, it really comes down to the football club. The few clubs that are led better than Richmond because of the influence of the likes of Brendan Gale. I personally can't see him playing this week. I mean, the stuff that played out in court today.
They'll stand him down?
I think given the gravity and the seriousness of the charges and what he is alleged to have been involved with in a broader, from a broader criminality sense, I find it hard to believe.
Should he be able to play? Like, you're innocent until proven guilty? Or is there no false standing?
Both. You're right, Hutchie. You're innocent until proven guilty. But it would be a funny feeling if you saw him running out there with the seriousness of the alleged crimes that he's been charged with. In the NRL, he wouldn't be playing, would he?
You've been pretty strong.
I don't think it's at the same sentence or level of the no fault standing.
You own a club, Hutchie. So if he was a Perth Wildcats player, would you let him play?
Well, I think you'd want to understand his state of mind for starters and whether he needed a break to deal with his
Should that matter?
Issues.
You just look at the...
I think...
So if he was in a good headspace, Hutchie, you'd allow him to play?
Well, I think you have to support the presumption of innocence.
You can still do that without him playing.
You can
still fully stand by him without him running around on the weekend.
I'm in 2 minds on it, but my leaning would be that he plays.